Hey everybody, we're here for the new episode of the show that has yet to be named on RLG Cast. I'm here with JohnnyDonuts 777. You can check him out. His stuff will be in the bio. Subscribe to this channel. And if you don't, then you didn't subscribe.
And I'll
So
come
we're going to
after you.
jump right into this. We're talking about DC
Hmm.
and their movies, shows, stuff
Upcoming.
upcoming.
Yeah.
Just to talk, well, we're at the end of the year here. Superhero stuff is done. So big news: James Gunn has officially taken over as the the guy,
The DC guy. He's
the
the Kevin
DC guy.
Feige of
He's
DC
the Kevin
now.
Feige of DC, and it's. I mean, I'm not the biggest James Gunn fan, but it's a
No.
good choice because he's never failed in the space of superhero.
Yeah, you're right. He has not. No.
All right, you had Super,
Yeah.
Guardians of the
Hero.
Galaxy 1 and 2,
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad.
Squad. Yeah. Yeah. Like he's done good. Like he's done well. Let's see where he can take this now. He's officially established the Henry Cavill canon Superman. So I'm looking forward to that, to the point where he actually quit his dream project in The Witcher to focus on Superman.
That was burning down, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's hard to not want to be Superman. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
Like,
iconic.
I feel like if I, no matter what I was doing, I would. I'm plus the amount of that it's going to push your name out there, and the amount of money you're going to make from it is trumps anything you were going to do on The Witcher.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
So yeah, that is what it is. I'm happy that that
Yeah.
happened. We are coming off Black Adam, which was a decent movie.
Yeah.
Uh, Not the direction we necessarily wanted to see them go, but it was still a good action movie.
It was. It was a fun little popcorn munching movie,
Yeah.
is what I like to call them.
So do you think with James Gunn in charge, the future looks better?
It is. You can already see it a little bit. Like the direction they're taking it, it's going in the right direction. What they do with it is a different story. I'm holding my judgment for when I actually see some results from it. Like, I
Yes.
mean,
What
he's
you
done
won't
this.
for a while because
No,
everything
because
coming out is
he's
old.
done he's done Suicide Squad, and then as a one-off, that movie was great by bringing back some old characters, introducing some new obscure ones. Like, whoever would have thought you gave a shit about Polka Dot Man,
Yeah.
right?
And Peacemaker
Yeah,
was pretty good. He's promised that they're going to do a lot more work in the TV world where it will connect. The one thing
yeah.
I don't like, um,
But he's not connected to the Matt Reeves universe, is he?
no,
He's staying clear.
or the
That's its
Joker
own.
universe.
Yeah, that's its own thing. He's strictly the DCEU.
And but the thing I don't like is that he's mentioned already that he's planning on making most of the animated movies canon to the universe, and I to me that's not that you shouldn't
No,
do that.
they can't do that.
There's too much room in the animated world to do whatever you want, that it shouldn't
But
be
the animated
intertwined.
world works right now. Don't tinker with something that works. Don't change something that works right now. It's its own universe, it's its own thing, and it works on that level. DC makes some of the best animated
They do.
superhero.
It's not. There's not. It's inarguable.
Yeah. So don't mess. That is what I don't like. Don't mess with a good thing there. That's one thing I'm a little apprehensive on.
Well, I might as well since we're already there. So at the moment for 2023, we know about 4 animated movies. You have Doom that came to Gotham,
Yep.
which by the looks of it is gonna be like Gotham by Gaslight ish.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You
Which I'm
also
a fan of.
yeah, I was it was fine. I enjoyed it. Legion of Superheroes, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. This is like a big storyline, especially if you were a
Yeah.
fan of Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's what it was called, right?
Yeah, Crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you also have Justice League War World. So
Which was off of that new 52 run
yeah, and then you have Batman Azteca, which I'm assuming is going to be the South American version
of
of
the
Batman
samurai.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I mean that's a decent lineup. I still have yet to see Super Sons, which came out this
Yeah.
year, and the Catwoman movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I caught part of Super Sons. I haven't seen the Catwoman
Yeah,
one yet.
I watched the Green Lantern one, which was great,
Yeah,
and I don't remember if the the video game one came out this year.
Injustice. No, I don't think it
Injustice.
has.
Yeah, I think it was last year
Now,
it came out.
is there plans to do a Red Sun?
They did Red Sun.
They did Red Sun. Okay, can't remember if they did that now. See,
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
far behind I am on
Red
it.
Sun is pretty good.
But
But okay.
yeah,
Uh,
I digress.
and going into actual movies
Movies.
now, we
They got
have
four on the table for 2023,
yeah,
right?
it's Shazam, Black Beetle.
No, it's Shazam, Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman, which they
Aquaman.
delayed a whole other year. It was supposed to come
Yeah.
out this December.
And I mean that's four good big movies. That's three huge characters, number one, that
Yeah,
um one of them doesn't has never even had a movie. So this is like a huge thing.
yeah,
I would assume those three. And then Blue Beetle is their once again attempt to marvel it by being like we're gonna make an obscure character. But Blue
yeah,
Beetle has been around forever.
yeah.
And I like that they chose
Now,
to go with
Blue
Jamie Ray
Beetle,
as Blue Beetle.
we need a Booster Gold appearance.
Yeah, but we're not getting that Blue Beetle. Is
No,
Ted
eh?
Kord in the movie?
Okay, I don't
Right?
know. Yeah, but see, we you gotta have Booster Gold. Booster Gold's got to be somewhere. We
Well,
gotta
James Gunn has said that the number one person he's been asked to make a
is
movie
Booster.
for is Booster Gold. Like
Okay,
that's what everybody seems to want out of DC. And I think it would work. It's like right up his alley, that type of character.
yeah, yeah, totally,
Because
totally
he's
could
from the
work.
future. You can make all kinds of weird aliens like how he has in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
You can have
yeah,
Dave Bautista in it.
yeah, absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited for Blue
Yeah,
Beetle. I'm excited for that specific iteration of Blue Beetle because I think the costume looks amazing.
yeah. The costume looks really good. The cast looks solid too.
Yeah, I'm just worried that well, apparently it's been getting good first watchings. I don't know what you call them, test screenings.
Test screenings.
Yeah, a lot better than Batgirl did.
Okay,
I still want to see
that's
Batgirl.
yeah. I'm. It'll be out of it. Like there're going to be some weird internet copy of loading around eventually.
Yeah, that someone steals and posts
Yeah,
online.
it's going to happen eventually. Why do you think the big delay with Aquaman?
I think they probably watch it and the CGI was trash.
Do you think they're trying to cut out all the Amber Heard scenes too?
I don't know. I don't think they're even going to cut her out of the movie.
No, because
Um,
that was my rationale for thinking why it's delaying so long. Either they cut her scenes shorter, or
I think they want a December release, and I think they want no competition. And I think
okay,
at next year in December, I don't believe there's anything.
no, there isn't. So
So I mean, that's a hard one to come
yeah,
across. Your thing is pretty good. I just think that
it's just a question, right? It's not. It's not. I'm not calling it a theory or anything. I'm just
yeah yeah.
questioning it.
I think maybe they just want to perfect it. Like,
Okay.
how does it hurt? How does it hurt? You like
No, you want to put out the best movie
I
possible,
can
and
imagine that the new guys came in from Discovery, watched it, and were like, "This looks
this
shit.
looks janky. Yeah,
We're gonna redo the whole thing." Because the first Aquaman was really good quality CGI, and
yeah.
that's like what really helped it. So if you went
The
into this
story was
one,
pretty decent too.
yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. I genuinely think Aquaman is in the upper tier of superhero movies.
Yeah,
Maybe at the bottom of it, but it's still in the
it's there.
upper
Yeah.
tier. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I mean, I don't really give a shit if Amber Heard's in the movie.
Yeah. It's just a question
Yeah,
that
but
I
that
had.
makes sense. It kind of makes
Yeah,
sense. And
because I think we may get a Doctor Fate appearance in the Flash.
I'm okay with that too. More Doctor Fate is not going to bother me. I
The only
think
reason being is that's how they can recast Ezra Miller.
I still like my theory. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah,
He
but
just runs, and when he gets to the new timeline, he's a different person, and he
yeah,
doesn't know what happened.
nah, that could work too. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to DC has a solid lineup coming out next year, and I'm looking forward to what they're gonna put out. I mean, long-term plans, I don't know what they have in store. Like, do they have, other than these four, do they have anything on the docket coming in the future? Like, there's no real plan.
Joker,
Well, I mean, I'm talking about in this line for the EU.
not that has been announced, I don't believe, because there was Batgirl, which got
Yeah,
canceled, and all I know about is that there's Joker in 2024, and the next Batman has been delayed until 2025
five. Yeah,
potentially, which is like ridiculous.
yeah.
When you're trying, I know we want the movie to be good. Okay, that's fine. But when you're making a movie and you're trying to do what you're doing, like trying to marvel it, and your biggest movie that you've had since the last series of Batman movies was like, oh, let's wait almost 4 years for the
4 years.
next
Yeah,
one.
because it was February of this year that it came.
Yeah,
It's been almost a year since it's been out.
yeah, it's going to be a full 3 years by the
Yeah,
time the next one comes out.
they're aiming what, spring 24.
Yeah, if and
Same.
no, they want to do early 25.
Oh, 25, early
Yeah,
spring
late
25.
24 or early 25. Which is crazy to me because I get it. You don't want it to come out in 2023. That's fine, but have it come out early 2024. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna make me wait almost a whole year extra.
23 and 24 are going to be stacked, not just for DC, but for Marvel too.
You know what they
Because
could
you
be
got
doing?
you got Kang Dynasty, and you got, what else do you have? The two Avengers. It's Kang Dynasty and the other one. I forgot the name of it, but
Kang Dynasty 2.
yeah,
Back to the Electric
Kang.
Boogaloo. Um, you know what the Aquaman delay could be? It could
Mm.
be that they're adding scenes to make this so it takes place after all of the other movies come out. Like Shazam, the replacing of the movies could be because of that.
Yeah,
Shazam comes first, and then the Flash happens, and then the Blue Beetle's part of the new world that the Flash has created,
right.
and then Aquaman now has changed. He's the same guy, but they don't know they're in a different place, right? This is just where they live now.
The,
Flash is the only one who
the
knows.
universe changed around them, and they didn't even realize that the
Well,
universe
because they've
changed.
been there the whole time,
Yeah,
right? Flash is the only one that notices. So now that could be why they're doing that. Those could be the changes they're making with Aquaman. I just thought of that. That makes
yeah.
sense.
That's a great idea. That's a
Yeah.
great theory. Absolutely, it is.
And it's like, because there was a different order, right? It was supposed to go Aquaman, Flash, then Shazam, and
Yeah,
then Blue Beetle.
yeah. Because Black Adam, they pushed forward.
Yeah.
Black Adam was supposed to be in March of next year.
I forgot about that too. So it
Black
was
Adam
supposed
was
to go
supposed to
on.
be after Shazam.
It was supposed to go
Yeah,
Aquaman, Flash,
yeah.
Shazam, Black
Black
Adam,
Adam,
Blue
Blue
Beetle.
Beetle. A Blue
And
Beetle was
then
slated.
Batgirl was that somewhere there too.
Black Girl was slated. I think Blue Beetle was slated for a December 23 release.
Yeah. They spread it out nicely. 24 or 2023 is going to be the year of DC.
Yeah, it's going to be every 2 to 3 months. You're going to get a DC movie, and it's going to be
Yeah.
good.
You're
It's
probably going to get the next season of Peacemaker. You'll probably get another
Mhm.
show. Lois and Superman, whatever that show's called, is still really popular.
Yep,
You have all those animated movies coming out, plus these four huge movies.
movies. It's going to
They're
be a good.
I think this is DC's chance, especially with Marvel is kind of teetering on the edge of like
Yeah,
making a really bad movie. They're getting really close. Like Black Panther was so close to being one of the worst movies they've ever made.
yeah. It was, don't, like I said, don't get me wrong. It was still a fun movie, but it was nowhere. I held the first Black Panther in such high regards,
I still do. It's like
and,
it's
and that's what I mean. Whereas this one, like you said, that whole scene at the beginning of the movie just took you right out of it. Like, it threw your immersion right off.
and then when I watched it the second time, it's just every single scene with Riri Williams was like standed out. Like
Yeah,
it
it stood
stood
out.
out as like just being awful.
Yeah,
Like I couldn't get past it.
but they didn't need her in this movie. They shoehorned her in.
Yeah, that was a big silly.
Yeah, if you
I
had the
just
Midnight Angel suit, you didn't need the Ironheart suit.
exactly. Shazam needs to go to not be as childish, and it doesn't look like it's going to be.
No, this one's going to take a more serious tone. I think that's another reason why they could have delayed it. There may be a Black Adam scene. There may be a Superman scene thrown in there.
Apparently there is going to be a Superman scene. where you
Okay.
actually see Henry Cavill this time, not just the suit.
Not just the torso.
And I mean, Henry Cavill has a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
He's
And that's the thing too. They're allowing Henry Cavill to have more input into the character now
and he
too.
wants to make he and this is funny because he is one of the people who loves Zack Snyder, and he loved working with him, and he liked Man of Steel, but his immediate reaction coming in without him was, I want to make Superman more like Christopher Reeve's Superman, where he has like a brighter color costume and he's all about hope and like, and
And
it's like
Justice and
you're preaching
Americana.
the exact opposite of
Oh,
what
what Snyder?
Zack Snyder did, but yet you praised everything that he did. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like Zack Snyder's just
But
a nice guy
wasn't
and
wasn't
people like
wasn't
him.
Cavill one of the proponents for the black suit?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted the black suit to make an
Yeah,
appearance.
which good thing we got that. I
Yeah.
think like the Snyder Cut has a lot of great things in it. It's
Yeah.
just absolutely not a coherent movie.
Way too long.
Yeah,
Way
it's
too long.
as a DC fan, it's a 7 out of 10, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at it critically because it would be like a 3.
It's like watching this year's New Japan Dominion. You
Yeah,
love all the characters, you love the concept,
the
but what they
matches
did,
were good, but it just didn't work.
it didn't work.
Yeah, and it was like 19 hours long.
Exactly. Dominion
That
was what,
that was
6.5?
legitimately 6 hours.
It was a 6 hour show. I know.
Like, even with skimming and skipping matches, me and Putty still took like 3.5 hours to watch it.
Whereas the historic crossover in 5.5 hours went like that.
But that was like arguably the best 5.5 hours I've ever had watching wrestling.
Wrestling, yeah. But I digress.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the right thing.
Wrong. Are we on the right show?
Yeah. Check out his channel if you like wrestling.
Wrestling reviews. Go check it out.
So I don't know. I'm pretty excited with everything. I don't care about Ezra Miller.
No,
He's human garbage.
I don't really care.
But
about
I'm not
going
gonna not watch The Flash because of it.
No,
like,
because I'm a fan of the character and I want to see what they do to it, and I want to see the direction they take it in.
We got the original Flash show,
which
at the time was like the coolest thing, even though it was doo-doo.
Yeah. With Mark Hamill as Trickster.
Yeah, but I love how they brought him back after.
Yes.
Then you got the new Flash show where season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was like pretty solid, and then it just took a nosedive after that.
It became a CW show.
Yeah, which is I'll give Arrow props for, yes, Arrow did fall off after season 5, but it never became a CW show. It stayed true to like what it was.
Yeah. Whereas Flash has become that CW.
Flash is terrible. I cannot watch
it. It's done now, right?
I think the last season is still airing right now.
Right? But yeah, the first 2 seasons, you got characters that you never thought you'd see on the screen. And King Shark,
Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, like
we thought the exact same things.
Yeah. Where King Shark went on to have like star in a feature film.
Oh, since this is about DC, so this is okay. I genuinely love Supergirl. She really loves the character.
Yeah.
Plus, she's not bad to look at, and the show gets what it is.
Yeah.
It does have like serious moments, but it knows it's dumb cheese, and it plays into that comic book feeling,
like the 80s movie was.
Yeah, and the 80s movie is really bad.
But
like to show Supergirl, just you could just watch it. It's so watchable, and then also the other one, what's it called? Masters of the Universe. Legends of Tomorrow is super underrated. It's so even across all the seasons. Like, it might not be 8s out of 10, but it's like 7.5.
And the fact that they brought Constantine back, they brought John Constantine back.
Yeah, well, that show was really bad.
Yeah, but the character was good.
Yeah, I loved him as him. They let him do the voice of it in the animated movies.
The Dark, Justice League Dark, was it? Yeah, but I'm and speaking of DC, when's the Keanu Reeves Constantine 2 coming out?
We forgot about that. That is announced. I hope it comes out soon. I hope they let Shia LaBeouf be in it.
23, 24 maybe?
Yeah, it's got to be 24. There's no way it's 23.
Because he's doing another Matrix, right, Keanu?
I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's at the point he's at his career, he's back. Like, his renaissance happened, and it went well. Like, Nick Cage, we're in the Cage-assance is still happening.
Yeah.
But his movies are so up and down, even though he's getting so many roles that it's like hard. Like the one I'm more focused on right now is the Renaissance
Mhm.
because I heard The Whale is really good, and I'm really excited to get another Mummy movie. If
That there's talks, right? That there's
Yeah,
going to be
he
with
says that
him.
he really wants to do it. I'm sure. I think it's Universal. I'm sure they would
Yeah,
love a cash
another.
cow
Yeah,
like the Mummy, and he's taking like prestigious roles, like
yeah,
and he's really great on Doom Patrol, which is an
yeah.
excellent show if nobody's seen Doom Patrol. Then you have Titans coming out with the new season. I believe it's out right now.
Out right now. Yeah, it's
I,
already looking better than the last season because that
thank
last
God, because
season
that
was
last season was
bad.
bad.
That
Jonathan
last
Crane
season
was a
was.
terrible villain.
Yes, as much as I love Scarecrow,
Yeah, he's not a main villain. He
no.
needs to be with something. But I mean,
If they had a Scarecrow Mad Hatter team up, then maybe
yeah,
you had something there.
exactly. But yeah, Keanu Reeves, he's the John Wick movies threw him right back in it. I
Mm-hmm.
liked Matrix Revolutions or whatever the hell it was called,
Yeah,
Resurrections,
Resurrection.
and nobody else did except for me. But I think
I didn't hate it.
he's going to be busy.
Yeah,
You got
John Wick 4
John Wicks
coming
are
out.
coming out.
There's a John Wick 4 and a prequel,
Is there?
from what I heard. From what I
No,
heard.
there's a show, or it might be a movie, but it's Ballerina. It's not about him.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's with it's a like Anna de Armas is with that the Russians,
The Russians. Okay, okay.
which I'm curious to see her do any accent that's not like
Hispanic.
Hispanic. Yeah.
But
Um.
yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
good direction. I'm looking forward to
I'll take
DC.
Constantine.
Yeah, that's an underrated film.
I agree. I don't think it's a movie that I would be like, you gotta see this. But at the
No,
end
but
of the
it's a
day, I like watching it,
yeah,
and it's very different. I saw it
yeah.
in theaters. Actually, I like shout out to my ex girlfriend. I'm not going to name you, but you probably know who you are if you ever watch this. Like, as bad as our relationship was, we had a whole great thing going with watching movies. We saw this,
Yeah.
saw Clerks 2, we saw the other Keanu one where it's like cartoon, Scanner Darkly.
Scanner Darkly.
And like, there was just like this series of like, and this is like really when I started getting into movies because I was like, wow, there's so many like levels to movies.
Yeah, yeah. I'll shout out my Uncle Frank, who I took to go see this movie,
There you go.
and
Shout out
he
to Uncle
loved it.
Frank.
He thought Keanu Reeves deserved an Oscar for it.
He's actually like that's some of Keanu's best acting
It
ever.
is. It is. I'm like, I told my uncle, I go, wouldn't go that far, but he was really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else. Do you have
Yeah,
anything else?
I'm done with good things are happening on the DC front, and that's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
It's getting exciting. We're definitely going to come back with a Marvel episode. Putty will be
Mhm.
there. I want to wait a little
Where
bit.
he'll talk just about Deadpool for the whole thing.
Yeah, but just let him. By the way, Midnight Suns looks really terrible. The graphics look very bad.
The graphics aren't as good as they could be for something that's supposed to be current gen. The gameplay, if you liked XCOM, this is right up your alley.
Okay, well, I like any of those type of games, so I probably will like
Big box PC, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know the rules. Okay, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check his channel, and peace out.